Last year, I interviewed citizens asking them what you do on your own in your home to tackle environmental pollution. Many could not name the kinds of environmental pollution. Others showed no self accountability. Some put the blame on the government only, asking, what can I do? I spoke to someone on the front lines and asked him what goes on. The man, a custodian of an area in Accra near the beach, told me a story of how people would continuously dump rubbish in a particular area, knowing that the rains would come and take them away into the sea. He told me of how he would report it to the government. It would be cleared and they would still come back and do same. Eventually, the government told him that if he caught them in the act, to report it and bring them. But that was the extent of their help. No permanent measures were put in place. As I spoke to him, I realized he was burning some coconut shells. I asked him why and if he was aware what he was doing was having a negative impact on the environment. He told me he was drying them for sale and burning them helped to repel insects and snakes in the bushes. It appeared he did not know the negative impact his actions were having on the environment. Genesis 2:15. God made man steward over his creation, but what happens when man stops caring? I remember when I was little and they used to graze the sky when the day turned into night.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, now I wonder where you are.
They are still there. We are just blinded by the countless lights. Till we change, they shall remain hidden from our sight. Indeed, it's beautiful, the city view at night. But is it really necessary? We use them excessively. Lights pointing upwards and sideways. It's doing more harm than good. It affects natural sleep patterns of nocturnal creatures, disrupts ecosystems, wastes energy, interferes with astronomical research by obscuring the stars in the night sky, stress, obesity, depression, and high blood pressure, diabetes, breast cancer, and more. Doctors say light pollution is at play. Accra is never quiet. Accra never sleeps. We are all at risk of hearing loss. Car horns, industrial machines, nightlife, churches, mosques, and their loudspeakers, and our radios and TVs at home are contributing to potential hypertension, hair stress, affect sleep cycles, cause hearing loss, and cause a decline in cognitive capacity, as well as pose a nuisance if they go above 55 decibels in the day and 48 at night, which in most cases they do. Lower the volume, lower the volume to give us all some peace. Plant trees as well to help conceal the noise. Did you know 60% of Ghana's water bodies are polluted and most are in critical condition? Did you know 76% of households in Ghana are at risk of drinking water contaminated with fecal matter? Did you know only 4% of water in Ghana is treated suitably before drinking? Did you know 93% of what of Did you know 60% of Ghana's water bodies are polluted and most are in critical condition? Did you know 76% of households in Ghana are at risk of drinking water contaminated with fecal matter? Did you know only 4% of water in Ghana is treated suitably before drinking? Did you know 93% don't treat water at all in Ghana? Not so fun facts. Through galamsey, improper disposal of waste, open defecation, poor fishing practices, and an array of other causes, this is what we are left with. What can you do? Look into options like wastewater treatment and stormwater collection. Conserve water by switching off the tap when not in use and repairing faulty leaks. Dispose of trash properly. Desilt gutters, clean up your neighborhood, the beach if you can. Release harmful chemicals into water bodies by releasing them into gutters. Instead, dispose of them properly. Invest in household water treatment.
And destroying our water, the water we will drink. Can you drink this? So you see, this is a problem.
Have you heard of the state of Ghana's air? Ghana is one of 7 African countries to have real time air pollution monitors, but availability and accessibility is low. 28,000 Ghanaians die every year. Air pollution has a mortality rate of 203.8 for every 100,000. It kills more people than malaria and AIDS combined. It's Ghana's number one environmental risk to public health, with PM2.5 levels exceeding WHO standards. Young children and the aged are more likely to be affected. Its effects include many health risks like asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), irritation to eyes, nose, throat, reduced growth and survival of plants, and environmental stresses including harsh weather. The main causes in Ghana are vehicular fumes, using wood and charcoal to cook, which is used by 73% of Ghanaians, slash and burn farming methods, accidental fires, factory fumes, and open waste burning. Do your part by not burning waste. Instead, send it to a recycling facility. Walk if you can, or use efficient modes of transport like bicycles, skateboards, or roller skates. Plant trees at home to improve the quality of air you breathe. About 12,700 tons of solid waste is produced in Ghana daily, which is equivalent to over 1.1 million tons yearly, with only 10% collected and disposed of properly. 11% is burnt, 86% is plastic. 250,000 metric tons of plastic waste is dumped from Ghana into the ocean. It is estimated that 1% to 3% of the total global contribution of marine debris is Ghana's. The rest of the waste is from Ghana's thriving market of rejected foreign clothing, Obroni Wewu slash fools of fast fashion brands, electronic waste, and paper and cardboard waste, and biological waste from open defecation. Our waste mismanagement causes ingestion of plastic waste by wildlife, alteration of habitats, malaria, poisoning, cholera, tuberculosis, which compound into tens of thousands of deaths yearly. Help Ghana by reducing demand of hose-line clothing by purchasing quality goods made in Ghana goods. Send waste to a recycling plant. Introduce waste sorting at home in the form of plastics, biodegradable slash compostable products, which are cardboard, paper, food. Dispose of waste in bins, not in gutters. We could wait on the government, but what have we learned so far? 6 years down the line, and the conditions are almost the same, if not worse. If you truly care about the environment, if you truly care about the earth, dare to take a step. 32.83 million Ghanaians. One you. It starts with one. Educate others by sharing this.